Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver, and welcome back to World of Horror. I have to admit, this is the most cursed audio setup that I think I have ever seen personally in my life, and it's my setup, so I should be sounding a lot better. You see, in the last episode, FedEx heard that I was, for lack of a better word, talking shit, and on the day that I recorded that episode, the next day, the very next day, I got a shipping update saying that my packages from in the past, technically, because time zone differences, my packages would be arriving in the next couple of days. Lo and behold, later that evening, my packages got here. So I just finished, well, there was a problem, though. You see, I have my microphone, I have my audio DAC, I have my mouse, I have everything that I could possibly want, except wait, I don't have my headphones. I never shipped my headphones, so there is audio, allegedly. I just can't hear it. So I'll have to do all the audio mixing stuff in Adobe Premiere, because I genuinely can't hear it, because I have the speakers set to the Focusrite, but I don't have headphones. So yeah. But that's fine. I don't need audio to play World of Horror. The soundtrack is really nice, but I've listened to it for about 300 hours, and I think that anyone could probably say, like, if you listen to a soundtrack for 300 hours, you listen to the same music, that, you know, you're probably okay. And we're gonna do True Believer here, because I want to get the achievement for beating hard mode. You know, a little bit of a cop-out, sure, but, you know, you gotta do it at least once per save file, right? But yeah, so this is a very quick setup. I did a couple of audio tests to make sure that it sounded alright. And naturally, because I'm paranoid, I will watch the entirety of the video before upload. However, as I stated in the description of, okay, so it's second enemy, but second enemy and second mystery. I don't have a text file open, so we're just gonna have to remember that. And what were the other two things? I think it was like knowledge and something else. It was okay, so it's knowledge, dexterity, and remember the second of both. So as you might have clued in, this is a live commentary, which is nice. So you're gonna hear a lot of ums, howevers, and stall tactics. But yeah, so I set up things pretty quickly, and I hope everything sounds alright. It should. It should sound decent enough. I'm gonna have to do some finer tuning tomorrow, but due to the internet speeds over here, I don't really have the luxury of being like, oh, well, you know, this is, you know, I don't really have the luxury. We don't have the witch's tree yet, do we? So there's no point in taking that money. Although, wait, no, it is technically True Believer, so things are cheaper, but we're not going to buy anything for one fund anyways. So, you know, it's important. So we got Akamanto. Did we get mermaids? We did not get mermaids, although it's doable. If you get mermaids and bullet... Oh, wait, that's bulletin, not botany. We'll do probably coma first, just to get it out of the way. No, we'll do freaky feature first, for sure. But, yeah, so... I don't really have the luxury of being like, okay... Oh, we got Fujiko, that's really good. I forgot to check, but, Fujiko is actually pretty good for, when you don't have a weapon and you're not guaranteed to get one. So yeah, we'll do the witch's story to get the plus 15 EXP. So I hope everything is just generally all right. It'll get better as time goes on, but I don't have the luxury. It takes like 20 hours to upload a video. Yesterday's episode was late. This episode will definitely be late. Oh, I didn't do the mansion twice. Whoops. This episode will definitely be late as well. We can do Peace of Mind, actually, because we actually get a Doom reduction for clearing mysteries, which is something that doesn't happen on Harbinger of Doom. So, first enemy, Kinoko Gatherer. You know, not who you want to see, but, you know, he's doing -1 to all, so at the very least, we could do, like, potentially 9 damage. That seems good enough to me. So let me try to explain this scuffed audio setup we have going on while we just kick him to death. So obviously I don't have my headphones, so I can't hear badly bleeding. That's a little bit unfortunate, but we'll just bandage that right up. So actually, probably one of the better ones that you can get on medical history because you can immediately fix it. I'm taking risks here and they're not paying off, but that's fine. It's True Believer. We're playing Mizuki. It's not gonna be that big of a deal. So, you know, obviously I don't have headphones, so I can't hear anything. I am in a... So let me give you a mental image, alright? We've got, and I actually do have to be quick here because, you know, I want the video to upload in time, so I'll try to talk as I go. But, so you have this small bedroom that has a cupboard, and that cupboard has a desk in it, and an ancient, probably like 6-year-old Ethernet cable, which is perfectly fine, just dangling there, which it took me a few days to actually find it, because it was like, there was like a hole drilled through the roof, so I had to like lean up and grab it and then pull it down. So you have that, and that's, so hold on, let's get the money here real quick, and then we'll go buy a weapon from the store. So I had to get that, and then we are... So Hardware Store has... I'm trying to think of, like, achievement lists, items that we can buy. I think the steak knife is probably the best bet, but we could... Let's go for something more fancy than that. Oh, the monkey wrench is available without an achievement. That's very interesting. I think we might go ahead and take this. It's got good speed. We don't care about our strength, so we might as well. But yeah, so you've got like this little cubby hole, this little cupboard, and oh my god, all these rituals ending in disaster. But the thing is, this cupboard is filled with stuff. And so I have like a little area for my laptop in the like left corner. I actually have to lean over to reach the keyboard for this specific recording setup. When I'm not recording, I have the laptop much closer. It's just that the laptop makes quite a bit of noise. Oh my god. The laptop makes quite a bit of noise. So it is important to keep the laptop a little bit away from the microphone so that it doesn't... you know, so that it doesn't, like, you can still hear it if you, like, strain, but while I'm talking, it should be very difficult to hear, and while I am not talking, the noise gate should suppress it completely, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal, because over World of Horror and over my voice, you should not be able to hear it at all. Although the noise gate does have, like, a little bit of a, it does have a little tiny bit of a delay, so you might, and I'm sorry, this is sort of like when you point out a color palette has like a dead pixel, and so it just looks completely wrong in certain scenes. It's like you might hear like a little bit, but you shouldn't hear a lot. It shouldn't be that bad. Because I did a few tests with it, it should be perfectly alright. So this is, so it's 8 damage. I mean, that's not really good enough to kill in 2 turns, so we have to get a little bit, like, funky here. We have to get a little bit spicy. Are you ready for Spice City? Yeah, I'm ready for Spice City. Let's go. That's good. That's good. Or is it? Because we still can't really kill, as it were. We would have to do the same thing again. Or no, we can do 3 90% chances. That's much better than a 60 and a 70% chance, at least in my book. Thank you. Thank you, Fujiko. I really appreciate it. So I have my laptop in like the far left corner of this little desk cupboard, and then I have the keyboard tray extended, which is what my microphone stand is sitting on. And the microphone stand, oh my god, the microphone stand is so cursed. Okay, so let me try to put this in a way that can be understood. Oh god, it's such a disaster. So, listen, do we want to, so it's, oh crap, what was the second enemy? I think it might have been her. Yeah, I think it was Aspiring Model. So it's Aspiring Model and it's Coma, right? Because it's like the first enemy was whoever it was, the Kinoko Gatherer. And then we didn't have anybody after that, right? Because we wanted to buy a weapon. So it's Aspiring Model and Coma. That's my final answer. I'll take Aspiring Model for 500, Alex. So anyways, it's like, yeah, we'll take a point of knowledge here. Why not? So, you know, we have the, so I bought a microphone stand, a small, tiny, portable one, for the purposes of, you know, putting it on the desk here. And it's actually great. It's better than my microphone stand at home because it actually holds the microphone. However, it's compatible with my shock mount in a very weird way. You see, so the shock mount, how it works is you kind of like, you put it on, and then it kind of holds the microphone up vertically. However, this desktop stand does not do that. And so the shock mount is holding the microphone horizontally instead of vertically. And, like, you see this all the time in, like, podcasts and stuff, so I don't think it's really a big deal. But it's still a little bit weird just kind of having my microphone just hanging out. And it's like, I would much prefer you being vertical and, like, upright, but, you know, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I'm not going to worry about it too much. So we'll do Bulletin now, I think. Yeah, because, I mean, I don't really want to go into Vigil with such low reason. I mean, we could do Vigil, actually. It's not a huge deal. The roads aren't closed yet, so you want to do Vigil even more. Like, I have to keep remembering that this is, you know, not to disrespect True Believer, because it was what we played on a long time, and there are some challenge modes that are very difficult, but, you know, it's like, it's True Believer, it's not a big deal. We take less damage than we're used to, so whenever I'm like, ooh, 8-5, that's kind of risky, it's like, no, it's really not that risky when you get down to it and you think about it. But yeah, so I also, so the thing that's probably a little bit more cursed, besides the microphone stand sitting on the keyboard tray that you can, like, draw in and out of the desk, is the fact that this is a area used for bulk food storage. And so I have my audio tech sitting on top of a crate. Well, okay, not a crate. That invokes the wrong mental image. You know at the store where you have, like, the product and then it comes in, like, a box so that it can be easily, like, stored in bulk? So it has, like, this box surrounding it, right? That's what I mean. That's what it is. It's like, it's a box of milk, and there's 3 of them, and there used to be 4 of them. Ooh, that's a little bit sketchy. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a little bit frightening. Just a little bit worrying. I'm gonna eat my own words here of like, oh, it's just, oh, who cares? It's just, you know, it's just true believers, so who cares, right? So we already did a desperation attack, that's fine. So we should, theoretically, this would kill. So we should be able to do this, right? No, okay, hold on. So we can't do, no, okay. So we could do 90, and then we could do 80, is that right? No, we could do 90, we could do 90. That's good, that's good. You love to see that. Now we don't want to take reason damage here, and this is 7 damage flat, so we should be perfectly fine in that regard. We'll cut the plant down, you love to see that. And hopefully we don't have to level up here. We can level up after the mystery's over, so that we can decide what we need. No sewing kit, a little bit unfortunate. But hey, you know, you can't go wrong with a good guaranteed 14 damage at the beginning. I don't have a problem with that. We are gonna have to get the multiple endings on this mystery, which is a little bit annoying. But because, you know, ending C is what we like to do normally, because it gives you so much EXP. Ending A is the boss fight, which is kind of stinky, you know, you don't really like doing that one. And then you have ending B, which is you miss out on all the good EXP, and you miss out on the boss fight, which is like, you hate to see that. Like, you literally hate to see ending B. It's probably the worst one out of all of them. So, you know, shout-outs to the bathtub for sticking around to the end here. That's very nice of it. And by bathtub, I mean shower, because, you know, it's kind of retconned by the event, right? Like, it looks like a bathtub in the art. It says it's a shower. There's a clawfoot bathtub event that replaces your shower. So, you know, it's... so it's like Schrodinger's cat, right? It's like, there's a box with a cat in it. Who knows if the cat is alive or dead? It's like, it's Schrodinger's apartment bathroom. It's like, who knows if it's a bathtub or a shower? You don't know. And so it's like, yeah, just go nuts, right? So until you open that door, you don't know. I'm moving, I'm schmoving around here. You wonder what it could all mean. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know what it could mean either. All I do know is that Bloons Tower Defense 6 is a really good game. I used to only play 5, because I didn't like the idea of Bloons 6. I didn't like... You know, what's weird is a lot of people say, oh, the graphics in Bloons 6 look really good. And to me, I was thinking to myself, like, what? I think the graphics in Bloons 6 looks awful. I hate it. I hate change. You can't change like that. I hate it. But no, I got used to the graphics in Bloons 6 pretty quickly, and there's just so much... Having 3 upgrades per tower, and now having, like, every tower do something more meaningful, it's really good. And they made the game, like, way more complex than Tower Defense 5. And I gotta admit, I really like it. Like, the Druid Monkey having, like, the old Wizard Monkey ability of, like, the tornado and the lightning, and now the Wizard Monkey has, like, the arcane spikes that go after the Moab. It's pretty nice. So this is a dexterity check. This is just like Doom, right? Yeah, we'll take a dexterity check. That doesn't bother me at all. But yeah, no, oh yeah, about the freeze frame thing. I have no idea if there's a freeze frame in this video, and unlike yesterday's video, I don't have a multi-day period to keep trying to re-upload the video to make sure that it's freeze frame free, because it is just a... It's just a gacha. It's a roll of the dice. I don't have any control over it. YouTube, I am in contact with YouTube, amazingly enough. However, I'm actually a little concerned about that stamina. I was like, oh, you know, we'll take the painkillers, but we already did. We already took the painkillers, so I'm a little bit like, yikes. But Yeah, no, it's like, it sucks, and it really does, like, negatively affect my enjoyment of making these videos, because it's not something that I have control over. I don't know if you saw the description of yesterday's episode, but I detailed it there. Essentially, there's a glitch in YouTube's system. Ooh, that's a little bit scary right there. There's a glitch in YouTube's system where they essentially, I don't know what it is, really, but basically, the earliest report of it I found it was in 2019, where basically you upload a video, and it has multiple freeze frames throughout it, like the uploaded video itself, not necessarily the video that you rendered. And, you know, it was very helpful of Team YouTube to basically say, if you don't have the raw video file, we can't help you, which was a little, you know, a little disheartening. So if it happens to this video, I'll report it, throw it in the, you know, I'll report it. Oh my God, we're gonna die. I'll report it and throw it in the, ooh, what the heck? 4% Doom. Hello? Why is it 4% Doom? Well, was that branded? I'm very confused. Why did it say 4% Doom? I don't get that, actually. I don't know. You know, I actually did forget to do the combo there, where you're trying to, you know, you get 3 of the regular. Oh, hello, doll nurse. I am actually gonna abuse this because I'd like to win the game, and we're gonna need the help. Actually, it's just, you know, it's just True Believer. Who cares? But yeah, so if a freeze frame happens to this video, and once this video comes out, I will watch the whole thing and see if there's a freeze frame for myself. But, you know, if there's a freeze frame for this video, I'll send it into Team YouTube, and hopefully they can take a look at it and figure it out. But I have no idea if this is the fix or not, alright? But I found this thing, this thing from, you know, we're gonna take a couple here. We're gonna take like 2 more. Just because I'm a little bit concerned about the Akabanto fight. There was this thing where it was like, ooh, wait, hold on. Does this count as combat? Like, I'm actually kind of curious. Like, let's listen to the rambling and let's brace for impact, because I don't know if she'll attack or not. Okay, she doesn't attack. Let's listen to these ramblings. Let's get some spells. Let's get some EXP, gamer. Hell yeah. We can go up to like 80% Doom here. That's fine by me. We're gonna get some bonus EXP. You'll love to see that. Let's do it one more time, and then we'll get out of here. Wait, it's too much for your mind? -1 re- I cannot believe that after all this time, I'm still learning new things about this game. That's insane. I cannot believe that. After all this time, I'm still learning new things about World of Horror. If you listen to the ramblings when you got full spells, it hurts your reason. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Like, I literally can't believe that. That's insane. Anyways, I'll send this video to Team YouTube if it's got a freeze frame. I hope it doesn't. But if it does, you know, I'll get that taken care of. No big deal. Yo, free EXP, let's go. And hopefully well, we won't abuse it. Let's just do that. Like, I mean, that's still technically abusing it because you get, like, +1 reason out of it, but you know what I mean. It's not I don't think as far as that's concerned that it's that big of a deal. We'll go strength here just to make our combat, like, ever so slightly better. And we go down to 4. We'll probably be able to brace once. And yeah, we'll be fine, we'll be fine. But hopefully it doesn't, because, and this is true, this is true. The post that I found, like, the only post that I found on the YouTube help page, where it's telling you, or not the YouTube help page, but like the YouTube support forums, where people can submit questions, right? The only thing that I found out about this is that somebody had this problem in 2019, and they said that switching browsers was what solved it. So usually, my browser of choice is Firefox. I like Firefox. It's the browser that I use, okay? You know, no judgment if you use a different browser. I'm not an elitist or anything like that. It's just the browser that I prefer. So, I'm using that browser to upload all my videos. And so when I read this forum post, it was like 1 in the morning, and I had to get tomorrow's episode, or yesterday's episode uploading, because it wouldn't be ready, not just for the 11:45 thing, because we missed that, but it wouldn't be ready for the day in general. So I would have missed the day if I didn't start uploading it then. And so I'm thinking to myself, like, it's not Firefox, right? Like, it can't be. That would be absurd. And so I'm like, but, you know, on the off chance that could be a contributing factor, let me just, like, I'll use Google Chrome. So I installed Google Chrome on this laptop, and I uploaded the video through there, and the video didn't have a freeze frame. So obviously, I have no idea if that was at all a contributing factor. So I'm gonna upload this video from Google Chrome again to see, like, maybe that is a fix, and maybe, you know, Firefox gang is trying to screw me over or whatever. But, you know, happening, like, the fact that the video didn't have a freeze frame when I watched it, like, I don't think it was finished processing yet. It could be an issue with the processing, admittedly, but, because, you know, YouTube does that thing where they upload the video and then you can watch it in, like, 360p, and then they, like, process the 1080p version. So I watched yesterday's episode at 360p when it first came out, and it didn't have any freeze frames. So I'm gonna upload this video with Google Chrome again, and hopefully that's all right. But I wasn't paying attention to what lighthouse we got, but I'm pretty sure it's fine. I mean, even if it's not, you know what we can just do right here? We can just do this, and we got it. So even if we fail both the checks, which I don't think we will, coma and aspiring model, I'm pretty sure we have that fairly on the money. But yeah, so I have no idea if the Google Chrome thing is anything related. If it is, that'd be pretty funny, and I'll use Google Chrome from now on to upload these episodes. But you know, you feeling lucky, punk? No, he's not feeling lucky today. But you know, I'm just doing what I can to get these daily episodes out. And other than that, I mean, you know, cursed setup aside, oh crap, did we do? No, it's aspiring model, definitely. Don't confuse yourself. I was like, was it the couple in the Vigil? But then it's like, no, Vigil was the third mystery. Absolutely not. Made my life easier, because I knew when we fought those two and not the other way around. But, you know. And so let's become a coma gamer, a curious case gamer. And, hey, wait a minute. Darn it, Mizuki, you went to the wrong lighthouse again. But, yeah, no, like, I'm worried about, like, I know people probably wanted me to talk about, like, the lack of updates or whatever, but personally I find the goings-on of uploading the videos a little bit more interesting, so I guess I dedicated, like, an entire episode to talking about it. And obviously, like, 30 minutes scares me as far as uploading is concerned. However, let me just say this, because, you know, people have been asking it in the comments section, and people have been asking it in the Discord as well. Not just my Discord. Like, a couple of people have asked about it in the comments in the Discord. But, I mean, you know, a lot of people are asking about it in the Steam forums, and a lot of people are asking about it on the official Discord. So, you know, I guess people might want ya boy's take on it. I don't... Like, I mean, this is gonna seem like a cop-out, right? But I don't really... Like, I care, obviously. Like, if I didn't care, I wouldn't do 300+ episodes of the video game. But, you know, from a money perspective, I've played 300 hours of this. I can't complain about money to time as a metric. So really, the only thing, because I got the game on launch, which I think, did it have like a 10% sale on launch? I have no idea. But, you know, I got the game on launch, so I can't really complain about it from a money perspective. Really, it's just a, you know, I think that obviously I want to see the game finished. It's just that I don't really have a strong opinion on whether or not it's been abandoned or if Panstash is just busy IRL. And I feel like it's weird to speculate about because it's very easy to forget that everybody involved is a human being with their own lives. And so, you know, yeah, it's kind of fun to say like, oh, you know, internet drama, dev abandoned game, but it's, you know, it's, maybe it would be good if it was that simple, but most things aren't that simple. And so personally, I have just kind of like, you know, I enjoy the game. I'm gonna play it as long as I enjoy it. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. So, yeah, I mean, I would like to make a formal apology to 0.9.17 Hotfix 1, the pumpkin patch. This is a very good pumpkin. This is a very good pumpkin, the best pumpkin. Some might even say the greatest pumpkin ever to grow out of the ground. And I don't know if you can hear it, but my chair is like creaking over here. This is an ancient thing. It's like, scream, like pretty much every time I shift around in it. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. The name's been Webweaver. I'll give you a little look at the achievements real quick, because I think we got like, no, we did, wait, did we? Yeah, we got like 1, I think. Was it 1? Oh, oh no, we got Mimi, let's go! We got Mimi and we got the True Despair. Small candle unlocked. So anyways, I'm gonna go get this video uploading and rendering. That's the achievement update. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next episode. Not at 11:45 CST. 11:45 AM CST. Might be 11:45. But, you know, this video is going to take a while to upload, so fingers crossed that there are no annoying freeze frames. If there are, I'll send this video over to Team YouTube so they can take a look at it, because I'm in the DMs, boys. We're in. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Stay safe out there. Bye. I can't do the cursor thingamabob because I can't hear the game's audio, so I don't know when to time this, honestly. So yeah, there you go. I'm just repeating the motions while I'm talking. Goodbye, Jesse. I'm asleep. Good night.